chicken gizzards. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So right now I'm going to get right into it. I want to show you how to clean your gizzards. You want to, and something, you can even peel that off, y'all. You can even peel that off. The chicken cannot chew their food. They swallow their food. And it goes into the gizzards. This is 14 pounds, y'all. 14 pounds of chicken gizzards. Because I like gizzards. I was raised up on gizzards. Like I say, I'm a country girl. I'm a good old country girl. Onions. Put me a little onions on here. A little bit of onions. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get the spin. All right. Ooh, there it is. Finger tight, y'all. Finger tight. Oh, it smells so good. I'm telling y'all, this smells so good. Look at that. Lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. Chicken gizzards. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So right now I'm going to get right into it. I want to show you how to clean your gizzards. I had 14 pounds. I got 14 pounds of gizzards. I've got it all clean. I just left a couple of pieces to show you how to do it. So what I did was I turned my water on, and I got my colander right here, and I got my paring knife. And what you want to do is look for this here. You see this green looking stuff? You want to peel this off. You want to get that peeled off. And then you want to turn it over, and you see any stuff like this, you want to get that, you want to get this cleaned out, okay? You want to, and something, you can even peel that off, y'all. You can even peel that off. You don't even have to use the knife. You can just peel that right off. You want to get that off your gizzards, okay? Very easy. And somebody say, well, what is a gizzard? A gizzard is a muscular part of the chicken stomach. The chicken cannot chew their food. They swallow their food, and it goes into the gizzard. And I love chicken gizzards, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to finish cleaning this up. Okay, after you get all that gritty stuff off your gizzard, this is how you clean your gizzard. You want to give them another, even though you washed them running up under cold water, and always use cold water, and you want to give your gizzard another good wash down. You want to give your gizzards a good wash down. So you want to wash them, rinse them really well in your colander. These are some good looking gizzards. So you want to give them another good rinse. Okay. You want to rinse that water off of there, y'all. Get that excess water. Okay. I'm going to let that drain for a little while. I got some gizzards already over here, ready to go. So we're just going to leave this right here for a few seconds to drain some more. So we're going to pan over here to the table. These gizzards are rinsed, washed, and ready to go. So I'm going to get these gizzards, put them in Big Papa, as you can see. I have mine sitting on ice. I have 14 pounds. I got this washed and ready to go. And as soon as I get this in this bowl, I'm going to bring you back, and we're going to put some spices on here. Okay, I rinsed my gizzards. So you want to rinse your gizzard really, really well for any extra residue you want to get off. And you want to rinse those gizzards till that water run clear. Till your water run clear. So you want the gizzards rinsed off really, really good. I want to get any extra residue off, or any much blood as you can off. It's not a lot of blood, but it's a little bit of blood. So anyway, I'm not going to do a heavy seasoning on these gizzards. So all I'm going to do is I got some garlic powder right here. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of, I got to have my lemon pepper. I love lemon pepper. 2 tablespoons of that. Oh, and I'm going to have some parsley flakes. These are all dry seasonings. I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes. That's all I want, y'all. That's all I want. And now I'm going to mix this up really well. Really well, because I don't want these heavy seasoned. I just want it lightly seasoned. I don't want anything heavy seasoned on the gizzards. I just want these kind of lightly seasoned. Lightly seasoned, and it will be a light seasoning. This is 14 pounds, y'all. 14 pounds of chicken gizzards. 14 pounds. So I've been busy, y'all. 14 pounds. It's smelling good already, just being mixed up. But this is 14 pounds. Like I said, I just want it lightly. I'm not adding any salt here because my lemon pepper has enough sodium in it for me. But because we don't eat a lot of salt anyway. We don't eat a lot of salt. So we don't have to have a lot of salt. Like I said, lightly seasoned. You see how it is? Now, if you want to add more seasoning to yours, you can. If you don't want to add any seasoning, you don't have to. And of course, you don't have to do as many pounds as I'm doing. But you know what I say. Go big or go home. And I ain't going home, so I'm going big because I'm already home. But anyway, so now we're going to get this bagged up, y'all. And this is a 2-day marination. Gonna let this marinate for 2 days, y'all. This is gonna be marinating in my refrigerator for 2 days. Y'all know I like to let my meat marinate. So mine's gonna be marinating for 2 days. So I'm just gonna put it in I probably should have got a cup. I'm gonna put this here in my Ziploc bag, y'all. Ziploc bag. Like I said, you could add more seasoning if you want to. You surely can. And I wanted to make sure that this was safe for pressure canning. So I always consult Ball Blue Book. I always consult that. And chicken gizzards are safe for pressure canning, as long as you follow the recommendations of the pressure canning, safe handling and safe pressure canning, which I will do. So, because I like gizzards, I was raised up on gizzards. Like I say, I'm a country girl. I'm a good old country girl. And all I use is garlic powder, lemon pepper, and parsley flakes. And we're gonna shake it. See those spices in there? We're gonna shake it, but we ain't baking it. And I'm so excited to do this recipe. Chicken gizzards, y'all. Chicken gizzards. So this is gonna marinate for 2 days in the fridge. And I will see you in 2 days and woo, chicken gizzards. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's been 2 days. Can you believe it? It's been 2 days already. My gizzard has been marinating for 2 days. All right, and look at these gizzards, y'all. I got them in big popper bowl here. Got 14 pounds of chicken gizzards. That's right, we are canning chicken gizzards. We are pressure canning chicken gizzards. And these are just lightly seasoned. Just very lightly seasoned. And if you remember, I put 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of parsley, and 2 tablespoons of lemon pepper. So we're going to get right into it, y'all. We're going to dive on in here. And I got as you can see, I got my tongs. I got my debubbler. I have my vinegar. I have my onions already chopped and ready to go. I have my jars. I've checked them. Make sure you check your jars. Make sure they're good. No cracks, no nicks. I've checked my lids. Make sure your lids look good like this. I've checked my rings. They're not crooked. They're perfectly round. They're still good. And I have my lid lifter, magnetic lid lifter. Okay, so let's get started, y'all. So these chicken gizzards, we are just going to put them in here. I've got my funnel. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is Mr. Funnel. This is Mr. Funnel. So let's get them in here, y'all. These here are going to go to, might have to ask my husband, make sure I say it right. I am going to fill these jars to 1 1/4 inch head space. That's how full they're going to be, 1 1/4 inch head space. Did I say that right, my dear? He said yes. You see, and that is about, you remember that line I showed y'all? Right here, but right there. So that's where we want it at. We're comfortable right there. That's what Bald Blue Book recommends. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to go. And so we're going to do that to 1 1/4 inch head space. So we want to fill these, y'all. We're not adding any liquid, y'all. Remember, meat, any kind of meat makes its own juices. We don't have to add any liquid to this because this will make its own juices. So some people I see, they do add liquid, but I'm not adding any liquid to this recipe that I'm doing. And like I say, this is just lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. I've been craving for some chicken gizzards, y'all. So, and you can just push it down a little bit like that, so to bring it to where you want it. Good, that's comfortable. So I'm not going to do all these jars, just going to show you a few. So right now what we want to do is get our debubbler. We want to debubble. Everything is cold, y'all. It's a raw pack. Everything is cold. My jars are cold. My lid are cold. My rings are cold. My water is cold. I have my 2 inches of water in my pressure cooker already. It's cold. Everything is going to be cold. Now, since I did debubble, I might can throw like one more, not too big, y'all. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. One more little piece in there like that. Perfect. So I will debubble that again. Okay, so make sure you debubble. It's important to debubble. I want to get any extra air pockets out of there. Now I'm going to get my vinegar. I have my vinegar right here. And it's not too messy, but I got my vinegar. I'm going to wipe just around the rim of this jar. Since I used my funnel, it didn't really make a mess. So I don't have to do all that wiping like I did before. So this is about where I want to be, right here on my head space, right here. Going to wipe this down again. I smell that garlic, y'all. It smells just like garlic. All right, now we're going to get my lid lifter. This just sitting in regular water. I'm going to put my lid here and put this on right here. All right. Now, y'all, let's see, y'all, if I can get the spin. You know I like to spin. I hope I can get the spin. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute, y'all, I almost forgot. Onions. Put me a little onions on here. A little bit of onions. That's why I cut them up, y'all. Put me a little bit of onion. I love onion. All right. I almost forgot, y'all. Y'all almost let me forget to put my onions on there. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get the spin. All right. Let's go. Ooh, there it is. Finger tight, y'all. Finger tight. I got the spin. I got the spin. Let's see if I can get another spin. No, I ain't get it, but it's finger tight. Okay, so finger tight, just like this here, y'all. You put this here ring on. I got the spin that time, y'all. I did. And you feel resistance, and then you just go finger tight, just a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to be jarring these up, and when I come back, we're going to put them in the pressure cooker. And going to turn my stove on medium to bring up my temperature. And once my temperature for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to crank it up high. But let me finish filling these here up, and I'll be right back, y'all. All right, well, I'm getting ready to start putting these bad boys in the pressure cooker. I got my rack on the bottom. With 2 inches of water. I'm getting ready to put a little vinegar in here, so my glasses don't get a white film on, just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to start putting them in the pressure canner. Don't that look good? Lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. Lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. These are going to cook, y'all, for 75 minutes. 75 minutes for pints. I am doing pints, a raw pike, a cold pike. Everything's cold. The water's cold. My canner is cold. My lids, my jar, my rings are cold. My meat is cold. Everything's cold. So I was able to get 16. I was able to get 16 jars, y'all. Got one more to put in. Oh, that little. 16 jars. Now I'll make sure, there we go. Everybody got their room. Everybody got their little breathing space. Everybody's in the pool comfortably. All right. So now I'm getting ready to put my divider rack in. Everybody looks good. Get ready to put my divider rack in. I usually put like one on that side, then one on this side to kind of keep it even out. That's how I do it. So I can keep it kind of even out until I get them on here like that. Okay, looking good, ain't it? Chicken gizzards. Who likes chicken gizzards? I do, I do. Who likes chicken gizzards? I do, I do. I raised up on chicken gizzards. Yes, fried chicken gizzards. My mama used to fry fried chicken gizzards. Put this here. There we go. Do you want to hear a funny story, y'all? I gotta tell y'all this while I'm thinking about it. I went out. Good. Everything's good. I like it. I went out, y'all. I went out. And I was going to go to Maryland Fried Chicken, because Maryland Fried Chicken have gizzards and livers. Guess what, y'all? They closed down. They closed down. Couldn't get no fried gizzards. I was going to get me some. All right, here is my notch. And here's my arrow. I've greased this already. Everything is greased. My gauge is completely down to 0. I've checked my vent. It is completely clear. I've checked that already. So we're good to go. Just got to put it on here. We are good to go. There we go. Then don't forget, you want to check and make sure this thing look pretty even. Yep, I can see good. All right, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to start putting my wing nuts up here. We want to do opposite ends. We're not bearing down. We are just putting these wing nuts on at the moment to keep everything in place. Keep everything in place. Everything in place. Okay, and it's going to cook for 75 minutes. Now I'm going to go back to the other opposite end. I'm going to get it tightened a little bit. Now I'm going to go back where I started, tighten it a little more. Going to go here again, and here again. I'm going to go back here again. Okay. And again, until you feel that resistance. Okay. And I can't tighten it no more, so we good to go, y'all. And like I said, you want to make sure your canner is centered on your stove the way you got it, because once you turn your stove on, you don't want to be moving this counter around, because it's going to be hot. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn it on medium. I'm going to do that for 10 minutes because everything is cold and I just want to bring the temperature up gradually. And after 10 minutes, I'm going to set my timer right now for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to turn it on high. So I'm gonna set that for 10 minutes. And just wanted to show you, I got my this is my leftover gizzards. I got these here cooking in the pot. That's my leftover gizzards. So I'm just gonna let those cook kind of low. But anyway, 10 minutes and then I'm gonna crank it up on high. Family, we are venting. Steady flow of steam. You can't see it, but you can hear it. Very steady flow of steam. We are venting. So I'm gonna set my timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes for venting. There we go. So we're gonna let this vent for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I'm gonna put the regulator on, let it build up to 10 pounds of pressure, and then I'm gonna set my timer for 75 minutes. But right now, we're venting. My timer went off. I'm gonna get ready and put the regulator on. I am in Central Florida. So check your elevation to see what elevation you are at. My elevation is 1,000 feet here in Central Florida. So my pounds per pressure will be 10 pounds per pressure. So I'm getting ready to put the regulator on now. So check your altitude. Make sure you know your altitude so you know what pounds of pressure you need to be at. So I'm going to let this build up. I'm going to turn it off high. And I'm going to turn it back to about number 4 right now. And I want this to build up to 10 pounds of pressure. And when this builds up to 10 pounds, my sweet spot is 10 to 11 pounds of pressure. And when that build up, then I'm going to set my timer for 75 minutes. And after that, I'm going to give you some popcorn. Y'all, we're at pressure. We're a little over 10 pounds. I'm going to turn my eye down to about right here. So I want to stay between 10 and 11 pounds of pressure. So I just turned my eye down, so it should be leveling off in a few minutes. So I'm going to set my timer right now for 75 minutes. 75 minutes. For a pint size, 75. And after 75 minutes, and it cooled down, probably take another 40 minutes to cool down, we'll open it back up and we're going to see what these chicken gizzards look like. But in the meantime, I'm going to eat my popcorn. Well, the timer went off. I'm getting ready to take the regulator off and we're going to see what we got, y'all. Be very careful when you take this regulator, even though it stopped, but I let it go an extra 15 minutes to rest. Yeah, so a lot of that steam has subsided. So be very, very careful. We're down to 0. Take the wing nuts off. Be very careful because it is hot. I heard them pinging in the pot. The pinging in the pot. Remember, set your hot lid on the cloth or something. Do not set it directly on the counter. I wouldn't. So I'm going to take this off. See what we got. Make sure you turn the lid. When you lift this up, make sure you turn the lid away from you because a lot of steam is going to come out of here still, even though I let it set an additional 15 minutes. So make sure you turn the lid away from you because you don't want to get burnt in the face. Let that go, and then I'm going to sit this lid. They pinging. Y'all hear that ping? It smells so good. Oh, and make sure you have a towel or something here. Do not have this sitting on a naked counter because you don't want to put hot lids on a cold counter. That's a disaster. They pinging. Ping. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look how much juice it made, y'all. I ain't know I'm gonna make that much juice. Oh yeah, it made a lot of liquid. Oh, it smells so good. I'm telling y'all, this smells so good. Look at that. Lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. Lightly seasoned chicken gizzards. I'm so glad I did this recipe. Look at them. Beautiful color. And make sure you give your jar some spaces when you get them out. The container, make sure you give them some space. You don't want them up right on each other. There's another one. Oh yeah, 75 minutes. 75 minutes. Okay, y'all. Oh, you hear the ping ping? Uh-oh, ping ping ping. Oh, ping ping ping. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Y'all know I love the ping ping. I love the ping ping. Oh my Lord, it's still pinging. It's saying, hurry up, mama, and get me out the pot. Hurry up, mama, and get me out the pot. Oh yeah, that's what that ping means. It means it's ready to get out of here. That's what it means. Make sure you use your jar lifter. Do not use your hand. I know you ain't gonna use your hand. Use your jar lifter. I'm gonna take the divider out. Ping a ping. We're pinging. Put this over here. We are pinging. Ooh, we are pinging ping. Oh yeah, music to my ears. The sound of pinging. It's the sound of pinging. Oh, look at that. Don't they look beautiful though, y'all? Look at that. Oh yeah. It is worth it. I had 14 pounds. 14 pounds. Got a little bit there I left. I cooked right there. Made a little gravy to go in that. They still pinging, y'all. These things, they ain't playing. They playing some music tonight. We got music tonight. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I got 16 jars, 16 pints. 16, you know, you don't have to do this many, y'all. You don't have to do this many as much as I did, but you know I like to go big. I like to have enough to last. I like to fill my pantry. Stability. I like to fill my pantry. And this is part of filling my pantry. Filling my pantry. See, when they run out of gizzards at the grocery store, I ain't got to worry about it, because I got my gizzards at the house. I ain't got to worry about trying to find gizzards, because I got mine. And we had no siphoning. My water is clear. Set the last jar over here. All right, y'all. We are done. We are done. And you know I got the ping, so I'm happy. I mean, they just singing, ain't they? But anyway, if you love this content and you want more content like this, we got lots and lots of more videos. So please watch those. And as always, we thank you for joining us. Let these jars sit for 12 to 24 hours. Let them sit and cool. And once they sit for 12 to 24 hours, then you take your rings off. You wash your jars again. And you will check and make sure everything's sealed. And as always, we do thank you for watching. And don't forget, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one.